Pretty much every Amazon seller that I know that works with launching new products and expanding their product line has issues with getting brand new products ranked. So in this video, John and I are going to be giving you 3 strategies for launching brand new products fast, getting sales volume, getting order volume, and getting ranking really fast. So you're going to want to keep watching this video and stay tuned. Be sure to click that thumbs up button, turn it blue, and leave a comment below with any questions that you have for either John or myself. So let's go ahead and jump into it now, starting off with me introducing you to John Tilley with ZonGuru. John, what's up, man? Thanks for jumping on this video with me.
What's up, Ian? Good to be here, man. I'm excited to unpack a few things around launch strategies.
Yeah, for sure, man. So before we jump into those strategies, just real quick, tell me and the viewers, what is ZonGuru and what does it offer?
Yeah, so ZonGuru is an all-in-one tool set for Amazon private label sellers. So we focus on private label sellers, and we basically help you scale your business through data visualization and automation. So check it out, man. We're obviously a bunch of sellers that run ZonGuru, and when you look at our data, you'll see we kind of look through it through a business lens, and we give you the right answers for your business to help you grow.
Awesome, and it's zonguru.com?
That's it, ZonGuru.com. I think we were one of the first Zons in the space, but I know there's a bunch of Zons now, but we were, I think we're the first actually, but yeah, we've been around for a while.
Nice. Okay. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Ian Smith. I run an Amazon marketing agency called evolvemedia.agency. We run a lot of Facebook ads, messenger bots, email marketing for a lot of different Amazon sellers. So if you're interested in booking a free consulting call with me, head over to evolvemedia.agency. All right. So now let's go ahead and jump into strategy number 1. John, kick it off. What is your very first and best strategy for launching new products on Amazon?
Yeah, it's interesting. I've actually been diving in with our CTO around listing optimization and making sure that you fundamentally understand how Amazon works and how to rank for the specific keywords that you're targeting. And we just went through an exercise, and people can get it so wrong, and you've got to make sure you really dialed in. So the first strategy I would recommend is understanding which keywords to target out of all the keywords that you can rank for. What are the main ones that you want to focus on targeting? And specifically, the things to understand is what kind of volume, search volume do I want to target? And most importantly, how competitive are those keywords? You can look at, the amount of search volume for those keywords, how relevant is it for your product, and how much competition actually is there around that keyword. And we actually have a specific tool called Keywords on Fire. It's a keyword generator tool, but when you actually look at the keywords, you can see for all the competitors that rank on page 1 or that appear on page 1, where do they rank for all the keywords that pop up? So are they on page 1, 2, 3, or 4? And when you see the opportunity, those are the ones that you specifically target around your launch strategy. Because if you can beat your competition on certain keywords, you'll start to rank for all of your keywords. It's something that we call the halo effect, and it works really well. Okay,
so tell me, like, when you say target keywords, what exactly do you mean by target? Like, what are all the different ways that you can target a keyword?
Yeah, so let's take an example of yoga mat, right? Yoga mat is a very high volume keyword, and it's a very short tail keyword. Probably if you're launching a yoga mat, you're not going to want to target that keyword because it's so competitive. So you want to go deeper and find a more relevant keyword that's more longer tail, that has less competition. For example, extra thick, extra long yoga mat for men, that might be something that you can target. And once you understand where the competition opportunity is and you target those few keywords, you want to make sure that you include that keyword as far up in your listing as possible. So for example, in your title, that would be, if you convert for a keyword in your title, the algorithm will give you more juice for ranking than if you have it just in your back-end keywords, for example. So depending on the keyword you target, you want to put them higher up in your listing. And when you run PPC, you want to target those specific keywords and start to get the conversions happening around those keywords so Amazon can start to rank you.
Okay, gotcha, cool. Okay, so let's move on to strategy number 2. What would you say that is?
Let's say strategy number 2, I think, is understanding how to optimize your listing correctly. And what I mean by that is understanding exactly the difference between exact match and phrase match for keywords, and how you place those into your title. And again, I just went through this exercise with our CTO where we looked at a listing and we used our listing optimization tool. And by just moving a few words back and forward or adding a slightly different word to the title, we actually ended up ranking, instead of for, say, 20 different exact and phrase match combinations, to well over 50, just by changing a few words. And that makes a massive difference for how the A10 algorithm targets you, and actually, the breadth of keywords that you can actually rank for just in your title. So my tip there is to make sure you're using a tool that can actually show you how you exact and phrase match in your title. And by moving a couple of words here and there, how many more can you actually match for in your title? It's a really important trick, and it takes a little bit of finessing, but it makes a massive difference to your launch strategy.
Now, is this in real time? So if you went into your Amazon listing, made some changes to your title, click the save button, make sure that it's published, then do you go to the ZonGuru platform and you look at your new rankings? Or tell me, like, how much time has to pass before you can actually review that data?
No, it's actually a tool that we have inside of ZonGuru called Listing Optimizer, and you can actually compare your listing versus, I think it's up to 5 or 6 different listings, and pull things across and look at your keywords. So it's actually real time within the platform. So you'll add all your keywords that you're looking to target, and then you would load your listing, tweak your listing, change it, and kind of hit a check button. It will check all of your keywords against your listing and show you where do you exact and phrase match for every single keyword, whether it's your title, bullets, and actually we even check your backend. So that's another little trick. You can pull in a competitor's listing and see their backend keywords, which is typically something you can't see. So it's definitely a good trick.
Okay, so it's kind of like a simulator. You kind of pull it into the ZonGuru listing simulator. You do your changes, and as you're making your changes, you're seeing how your ranking would change. Then once you find the sweet spot, you go ahead and go to your real Amazon listing, publish those live, and then ideally after a week or two, can you then recheck your live listing and see how things have changed?
Yeah, so actually with our platform, you can make the changes in ZonGuru and then direct upload it to Seller Central. So you don't even have to go into Seller Central. You can just literally direct upload it because we connected.
Nice.
But yeah, we have an index checker tool. So you can go back and index check and make sure that your listing is indexing for the keywords you've added. Because some sellers will tell you that you can put keywords into your listing, and sometimes Amazon still doesn't actually recognize it. So it's always good to index check and see that it's indexing properly.
And what's the time frame between that index check? Like, how long does it take for Amazon to actually index those changes?
It varies. It could be a few minutes, it could be an hour, it could be 12 hours. So I would just go and check. But I think after 24 hours, if you're not seeing it indexed for that, most likely you need to adjust your listing. And typically, if you just move a keyword phrase around a little bit and then reset your listing, the software will pick it up and you would index for it.
Okay, so it's pretty short term. It's not like multiple days.
Exactly.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, so what is strategy number 3, and the last and let's say the most important strategy, because this is pretty much all encompassing? What would you say is strategy number 3?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd rank this as the top one, but it's a really important one. Because all of these are good. It's important to make sure you do all of them. But this is a really important one, which is knowing your daily launch number. And what I mean by that is, once you've targeted a keyword and you've understood the ones that have the most competitive opportunity for you, and you're like, okay, I'm going after these keywords when I launch my product, let's say it's 3 or 4. Understanding how many sales I need to do on a daily basis to get to page 1 for that keyword. And what I mean by that is Amazon's algorithm is you're competing against all the other listings for that keyword on page 1, right? And let's say they're doing 30 sales a day. Well, you need to start to make that many sales and get your conversion rate up to that point where you're making that amount of sales to really rank on page 1. And usually it's a 2-week period or 2 to 3 week period that you need to run consistently at those sales numbers to get to page 1. And why it's a really important number is, if I'm looking to launch a product and I've targeted certain keywords, if I don't understand that keyword, I need to do 50 sales a day to get to page 1, versus another keyword that's slightly different, that maybe I only need to do 20 sales a day to get to page 1. That's a massive difference on what kind of strategy I'm going to employ to launch my product, whether I can do one just with my organic listing placement and PPC sales, or whether I need to bring in outside traffic from Facebook, depending on what that number is. So it's really important to understand the kind of cadence of sales I need to do on a daily basis to help me to get to page one.
And when you say this number, are you referring to like the listings conversion rate number, or where can you find this number? Give me a little bit more specificity on what exactly this number is.
Yeah, so we actually calculate that number for you. So in that same tool, Keywords on Fire, we have a column that will give you your daily, I think it's called the daily ZG launch number. So we've calculated based on a bunch of data, and kind of looking at the sales of those products for that keyword for your competitors, what that number is that you have to, in an estimate, try and hit. You'll see massive differences between keywords. So it's important to know that. So unfortunately, it's not just something you can kind of pick out of Amazon and they show you. You have to, do a lot of work behind the scenes to develop that number. And we've actually cracked that. So we have that available. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, hey guys, look, if you are interested in ZonGuru, you want to try them out for a couple months to see if they're going to be a good fit for you. Link is going to be below in the description. Now, full disclosure, it is an affiliate link. I may get a small little piece when you do sign up. So definitely check out ZonGuru by clicking the link below. John, thanks so much for sharing this insight and information with us. Any other last bits of info that you want to add in before we wrap it up?
No, I'm just excited for everyone to try it. I think, we get a lot of big sellers that tell me, I'm like, hey, how do we get the word of ZonGuru out there? And they're like, the one thing we don't want to do is tell anyone about ZonGuru because they're seeing so many opportunity there that no other sellers are. So, definitely jump in, check it out. Again, our developers are sellers themselves. I'm a seller myself. And so you'll see that when you check out the tools, you'll understand that we're presenting these in a way that you get the right information to make decisions for your business. So hopefully it makes a lot of sense to you, and just enjoy it. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, John, for jumping on this video with me. Thank you for watching this video. Click the thumbs up button and turn it blue below. Leave a comment below if you have any questions at all for either me or John, and we'll catch you in the next one.